Menelik Nesta Gibbons, known by his stage name Don Dada, has become the first South African to be signed to reggae legend Bob Marley's Tuff Gong records. His distribution deal means Don Dada can extend the opportunity to other Southern African artists through his record label. His adopted mission is to help deliver entrepreneurship to youth education so they can avoid the financial perils of the recording industry. Crucially, Black History Month has given him purpose to celebrate black pride and desire for excellence. Humanitarian and multi-platinum selling reggae and hip-hop artist Don Dada joins me now in studio. Don, thank you so much for your time. Let's talk about the significance of you getting this, this release through Bob Marley's Tuff Gong records.
Well, for me, it is such a huge thing. Bob Marley is a legend of reggae music, and beyond when you speak about music as a genre, but you speak about Rastafarian culture and what he represents, he's also such a huge figure. So to be connected to someone with such a stature, for me, is mind-blowing, I never thought I could achieve such, coming as a young man from the south of Johannesburg, and now here you are doing things in Jamaica. So it's been mind-blowing, exciting, but at the same time, it shows what we are capable of, and it motivates me to work harder.
Talking about motivation, what inspires you when you write your music or when you are in studio? Where do you get your inspiration from?
I'm inspired by life. Life is the main thing. People's struggles, my own struggles. My father's my biggest inspiration, and he's not a musician. So all of these things tie in for me, and I find music as an outlet to speak back to a lot of the things that we may see as social ills, and if not social ills, to give praise to subjects that have not been praised before. One of my favorite things that I love to always big up and respect on my music is to the ladies. I feel that women don't get the praise that they deserve, and this is something that I continually bring through in my message.
Talk to us just quickly about that song before I even go any further, that song that we played just before our conversation.
Okay, so that song is entitled Jah is Good. Now, that song is so special because I had recorded it in South Africa, and I was working with a man by the name of Leroy Scarlett, who runs the Reggae Powerhouse Band. And he had heard my music on an interview that I had done, and he wanted to see what I could do with the song. So I had recorded a version, and I sent it through to him in Jamaica, Kingston. He listened to it, and he really liked it, and his grandson was running around the house in Jamaica, and he was trying to sing Shai Skubu, but he was like, Jah is Good, so that became the name of the song. And he was like, look, I'm going to take it and shop it around to record labels. Let's see what happens. He took it to Tuff Gong International, and they loved the song, and they were like, look, we'd love to offer you a distribution deal. At first, I was hesitant because it was in my personal name, and I did not want to just sign as Don Dada. I wanted to do something where I could bring other artists on and give them avenues to explore their talents on an international platform. And so we went back, sat at the table, recrafted it, put it in the name of my company, Rough Cut Studios, and here we sit today. The rest is history.
Now, we know that music is a tough business, really, financially, especially for the younger artists. And COVID-19 then came in and hit the music industry with quite a bang. How are you also working with the other artists to help them really just build their craft?
Well, music has gone into such a strange space at the moment, and artists have had to diversify the ways that they're making their income. Now, you could look at music in many different avenues, because there's not just the artist that's standing in front of the camera or the microphone. There's so many people that play so many different roles. So when I've been working with the youngsters, I've been encouraging them to explore these different avenues. We can speak about music management. We can speak about all these digital platforms, which for me is quite potent in this place and time, because you can touch an entire global audience from your living room or from wherever you're broadcasting from. So I've been doing that as well as podcasting and anything to do with the arts. I think it's so important to develop that side within our children and to give them the confidence within them, because that will lead to and create a better industry and a more sustainable industry for us. And for us, the older artists, to pass on your knowledge, it's very essential, because how do you expect someone to build a house if you don't equip them with the tools? So this is something that I'm trying to do, equip the young minds with tools and to open them to a broader aspect of thinking that music is just not the artistry, but there's so much you can do besides that.
Now, Don Dada, Tuesday will mark the end of Black History Month. How did you celebrate it, and what does this actually mean, and what should it mean for South Africans?
Oh, man, Black History Month, you know, especially for South Africans, I mean, we don't need no Black History Month. We need Black History Year. That's for us, you know what I mean? Because this is a continent of Africa. This is our origin. We should be celebrating ourselves at every chance that we can. But for me, celebrating Black History Month, one of the highlights, I've done many different things, but one of the highlights for me was actually yesterday performing on the inaugural event of the Marcus Garvey Unity Concert Series, hosted by Tony Rebel, accompanied by Sizzler, myself on the stage. And it was just beautiful to perform for such an accomplished figure in Black history, because let us not forget that Marcus Garvey, he had done so much for black people. He tried to repatriate us back into the diaspora. He had built the Black Star Liners and tried to bring people together, create unity, peace, and one love. And so to do something in his memory for me and on an inaugural event as well, that was epic. That was Black history itself.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for coming to studio, and all the best with all the work that you are coming up with. That is the humanitarian and multi-platinum selling reggae and hip-hop artist Don Dada. He was speaking to us around issues of Black History Month, but even beyond that, he is the first South African to be signed to reggae legend Bob Marley's Tuff Gong Records.